Hello my punter friends, this is Hello my punter friends, it's Crystal with Happy to Plan. I'm going to be doing my plan with me for the week of May 28th through June 3rd. And this week I decided that I'm going to document my church is, this week I decided that I wanted to document the scripture for our church. We have a scripture each year that we have, and I wanted to document that mainly because I wanted to document the fact that it said glorious hope for the future, because that has been my devotionals that I've been doing for the month of May have been surrounded. The main theme was hope. So I thought that was really cool that this scripture happened to have that part in the scripture. So basically this is my inspiration piece, is this little card thing that our church has. And so I thought the image here was really cool. And I found this paper that I want to try to use. I'm not exactly sure if I'm going to be able to incorporate it. It's a 12 by 12 sheet, so I know I can't incorporate the whole thing, but I have a plan, so I'm going to see if that works. If it doesn't, I think I might just kind of go with like black and white. And then I'm going to be using these letters that say, and I'm going to spell out the word hope, similar to what I did for my January spread that I did. I did the word delight. Here, I'll show it to you. At the bottom here, I wrote out the word delight. I plan on doing that in this one. So I am going to go ahead. What I'm going to have in my mind will actually translate. Just so you know where I got this piece of paper from, I got it from this paper pack. It's a DCWV. I'm pretty sure that Joanne still carries it, but it has these really cool like earth images or nature images. And then it kind of has just a bunch of different images. So I'm going to try to incorporate, like I said, this particular sheet. So let's go ahead and jump in and see if it actually is going to work what I'm thinking. All right, so I went ahead and took the paper, and I'm just going to go ahead and cut it. I wanted to keep the circle whole. I didn't want to cut that at all. So thankfully it fit into the area with keeping the circle whole. And I'm doing this pretty fast because I actually messed up when I cut this. You'll see here that I'm cutting it to fit the boxes, but then when I did that, I realized that I didn't like how it looked, because you could still see the polka dotted little side piece there that goes into the planner, and I just didn't like how it looked. So now I'm redoing it, because thankfully there's 2 sheets in that paper pack. So again, cutting it so that the circle is whole. And then I'm going to go in, and I'm actually going to go all the way to the edge. So I'm lining it up, trying to get it all lined up perfectly. And then I'm going to just cut it straight down. Well, kind of the center, but not really because of the side panel. And then I'm going to just punch it with my Happy Planner punch. That way I can cover the polka dots on the side piece. Generally, those don't really bother me, especially since when you get it in the planner, you really hardly even notice them. But I just felt like I was really going to notice them with this because of the way that I used the entire sheet. So I was a little bit afraid to punch the hole because it was my only sheet, and I knew if I punched it wrong, it was going to mess up the whole thing. So I'm like really measuring and like making sure, and I'm like, you just got to commit, you just got to do it. And then I'm like, okay, make sure it's on the right side and make sure everything's good. Thankfully, it worked perfect. It was exactly perfect. So thankfully it worked. And then I went ahead and did the other side too, and it took me just as long to line everything up. But yeah, so I'm going to get that one punched. And you can see I'm kind of just making sure that it's right, and then I'm gonna go ahead and punch it. Before I punch it, check to make sure it's on the right way. Okay. All right, so that one is done now, and you can see now it goes all the way to the edge of the paper, which is what I wanted.
So I went ahead and cut out the word hope just so I can measure out where I wanted my first cut to be. And I'm going to go ahead and cut that right there, and then I'm going to get that glued down to the bottom piece. I'm also going to do that to the other side. And I am going to leave the image whole, and you're probably wondering where are you going to put all your stickers and stuff for planning. But I do have a plan for that, so you'll see here in a second when I get all of this done what the plan is. Okay, so I got that down, and then I'm going to go ahead and get my tacky glue, and I just used this glue because, first of all, I ran out of glue sticks, and secondly, I wanted to make sure that I really got in where the punches are, so I wanted to make sure that I was able to go all the way around the edges. So I'm going to get that done on both sides, and then as soon as I get that part in here down, I'm going to show the brilliant idea that I had so that I could keep the photo whole, and then I could take an area for the actual space where I'm going to plan. So you can see there, I just did like a little tip in, and I just took some washi tape, and I used some pretty thick washi tape, and I'm just going to go ahead and tip that in. So then it's actually going to be able to come out and in. And I don't think this is like a new idea. I think I've seen somebody do this before. I cannot remember who I've seen do it, but for me, I don't think I've done anything like this before in my planner, which, sometimes it's hard for me to think of new ideas because I have a lot of different things that I do in my planner. So I love it when I can think of something completely different to do. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and get the letters adhered on to the page themselves. And yeah, I really love how this turned out. I feel like it's really going to be cool to, when I flip through my planner and just see this really pretty image and then this word hope, and it'll bring back some memories of my devotional and kind of what I've been, it'll give me hope. All right, so I'm going to go ahead then and take the little card that I showed you oh no, never mind. I'm going to do the side panel first. So I did want to cover up the side panel just because I felt like it looked kind of unfinished. So I had this like kind of, I don't know, it looks kind of like concrete chalkboard paper. I don't even know. So I just cut that little strip out of that just to add something onto the side panel. And then once I get that glued on, I'm going to take the little card that I showed you at the beginning with the scripture, and I'm going to put that on the little side panel piece over there. So as I was doing this, didn't think about the fact that I just made that little thing a flip out. Yeah, didn't think about that. So I'm going through and I'm going to go ahead and get all this done and realize that, oh, I can't flip this out if that's sitting there. But I had a solution for that as well. So here we go. I just wanted to back it with some paper because I felt like it kind of blended in with the background a little bit too much. So I just took one of those a piece of paper, and I'm going to back that with that. I'm just going to round all the corners here. And then I'm going to adhere the white and black paper with just my glue gun, my glue dots tape adhesive roller here. I'm just going to use that to adhere that on, and then I'm going to grab some pop dots from glue dots, and I'm going to go ahead and pop that little piece off a little bit. And I'm just going to put that there's 4 in a corner, and there's 4 pieces there, and then I'm going to set that right there. So now I'm going to realize that, oh, I can't open the flap now because, oh, wait, nope. I'm going to put that other piece on the other side just because I didn't want to throw that piece away. So I'm like, oh, I'll just put it over here after I round the corners, of course, because, that's what I do. I love rounding corners. Okay. There we go. Okay. And now I'm going to realize that I can't open it. Oh, oops. Can't open it. So I'm just going to take my trusty knife here and just my ruler, and I'm just going to cut that little piece open. So you can see I'm trying to cut it there, and I kind of struggled a little bit trying to get it through because I didn't want to obviously cut the planner page. So I just cut it enough to be able to fit some scissors in there. And then I, like I said, I'm struggling a little bit. I'm going to go back to my knife and just trying to get it cut and not mess it up too much. It messed it up a tiny bit, but I think it's fine. All right, now there we go. All right, so now that I got that all done and fixed, I'm going to go ahead and go into sticker time. So even though this was a catch-up video and I still wanted to put a tracker on for my daily devotionals because I've just been doing really well on those, so I wanted to kind of give myself a little pat on the back. So I put a tracker on there, and then I was able to mark them all off that I did them. And then I just put some stuff in there that I focused on this week. And let's see, I'm working on another junk journal. And I also just finished my New York junk journal. I'm going to New York on the June 15th. And so I did a junk journal for that, which I'm planning on sharing on my channel. Hopefully I can get the edits and stuff done before I leave. All right, and then I just had my impact class on Wednesday, which I just now realized that I didn't actually end up going to because I had a really bad migraine that night. So I'll have to put a little canceled or something like that on that sticker. I did sign my lease for my rent, and then so I'm doing this on Sunday the 3rd. So yesterday I had a shopping day with my mom, and we did like a barbecue at her house, and then I just helped her with some stuff that she needed help with. But on the way there, my tire, got a flat tire. So thankfully, my stepfather, being the lovely man he is, went and got my tire changed while me and my mom went shopping. So it was really nice. Okay, and I'm just marking down that I got some planner videos done, including this one. So I was really happy. I actually wrote in a different, I think I wrote in a different one, but anyway, it doesn't matter, whatever. I got that done and edited and uploaded. So yeah, I think that was all I wrote down. I can't remember. Put in that we did some New York trip planning. We've just been texting back and forth on what we were going to do for New York. So I put that in there. And then I did have a payday, of course. What else? Oh yeah, I'm gonna write in my priority here, but then I decided that I was gonna move that up to the top because I have to pay my rent, of course. And then I realized that I didn't add a sticker in for my game day that I did on Friday night. So I'm going to add that in here, and I'm going to just write in game night. And then once I'm done with that, I think I add a couple things in there for Thursday because I stayed home and did some crafting on Thursday. What am I adding over there? Oh, I'm writing done, done, done. I did a lot of laundry on Monday. Let's see. Oh yeah, I'm just writing a quick list, packing list, New York junk journal. Yep. All right, so there you go. That is my planner video for this week. I really like how it turned out. I'm just going to add a little bit of faux stitching here at that little arrow at the top that I did at the sticker time. I just put a little stitch mark around that, and then I'm going to go ahead and add that in on the other side, and I'm going to flip them out so you guys can see what that looks like when I flip them out here. So you can see I just can pop that off and it comes right off. And then I can do the other side as well. Yeah, I really like how that turned out. All right, see you next time. Bye.